Okay. So, good morning to one and all. In the previous lecture, we have discussed regarding sensor fundamental and its characteristics. So, in that, we have discussed some different definition of the sensor. Right? We have started unit number first, that is sensor fundamental and characteristics. In that, we have discussed some different definition of the sensor. Can anyone tell me any definition? Yes. Okay, right. It is one type of device. It can convert non-electric energy into an electric energy. Again, can anyone explore this? Anyone?
Sensor is a sensing device.
Sensor, it is a
Sensing device.
sensing device. Okay. Which quantity it will sense? Sensor, it is a device which can receive and gives response to that of stimulus, right? No, it is also one of the definition. That means sensor, it is a device, it can receive one type of signal. In the sense we are saying that it is a physical parameter. Sensor, it is a device, it can receive one signal from that physical parameter and it will be converted into an electrical form, right? No, so that means in this unit we are telling a stimulus. Stimulus, it is nothing but one type of object, right? No, which we want to sense, or it may be it is one type of quantity. Stimulus, it is nothing but it is the quantity, it is the condition, or it is the property of that object or that material. So that quantity, that property, or that condition of that material, it can be sensed, and sensor gives a response to that stimulus. Stimulus la त्याचा काहीतरी response देईल. It is in the form of electrical. Which electrical form the sensor gives response? In which electrical form? It may be a voltage parameter, it may be a current, it may be a charge, or it may be a power, right? No, maybe a power. So that means the sensor, it is a device, it can convert a non-electric signal into an electrical signal. So non-electrical signal is nothing but it can sense a physical parameter, right? It can sense a physical parameter. Do you know that the physical state of any object's physical state माहिती आहे? So whether that object, or we can call it as a stimulus, whether it may be a liquid form, whether it may be a gaseous form, or it may be a solid form. So again, the property of that stimulus, whether this iron material is there, this property are different. Whether another material is there, the property are different, like that. Okay, so it will response, it will receive signal and response on that signal. That means it will receive some signal from stimulus and respond to that signal. It is in the form of electrical, right? That means whether it is in the form of voltage, in the form of current, and in the form of charge or power, right? So this part we have already discussed in the previous. In that we have also discussed there are two types of sensor. Generally we can call it as a natural sensor, and next one is nothing but man-made sensor. So natural sensor, that means the sensor which is present in the living organism. So this sensor, it is called as natural sensor. And the present sensor which is used, the sensor which is used to complex type of controlling devices, we made some sensor. So this is nothing but a man-made type of sensor, right? So this is man-made sensor. We have already discussed this one. So the sensor, it is having an input property, it is in the any kind, that means quantity, or it may be property, or it may be condition, but output it is in the form of electrical. So again, output in the form of electrical is nothing but in the form of signal, that means in the form of analog. Signal is nothing but analog form, or it may be in the form of digital form मध्ये पण असू शकेल, in the form of 1 and 0. So that means it gives an output in the form of electrical. So electrical parameter, either it may be a voltage, current, or voltage, current, or it may be a charge or power. Okay, so this part we have already covered in the previous lecture. Again, we have differentiate between the transducer and sensor. So sensor itself as a sensing element, transducer, it is nothing but it is one part of complex sensor. Okay, it is part of complex sensor, and we have given example of that also, that is microphone, it is the example of sensor, and the loudspeaker it is the example of transducer. Okay, so this difference also we have discussed regarding this difference. Now again we explore it, that means we will discuss regarding broadly the sensor. See, the sensor, it is one device, we know it can be converted into non-electric energy into electric, or it will receive the signal and respond to that signal. But this sensor, it is not function itself. Whether it is function itself, if we use only sensor, man-made sensor, this sensor, it do not function alone, or it do not function itself. So the sensor, it will becomes always along with a large system. What I'm telling, all of you understood? See, sensor, it should not function, or it should not work alone. So it will always come along with that a system. That means one of the large system, or one of the system, any control system. So then there are sensor, it may be one or more than one. Okay, that means a number of sensor, it can be used for that system. Sensor, it should not be function as a alone, or it is itself. So it is a part of one larger system. Similarly, transducer and sensor we have defined. So transducer, it is nothing but it is a part of complex sensor. So complex sensor, it is nothing but sensor, but transducer and sensor, there is a difference. Suppose direct sensor is there, it is alone. Complex sensor, if we are considering, then some transducer part, it should be also come into picture. That means transducer, it is a part of complex sensor. And again, if there are direct sensor is there, if there are complex sensor is there, but it will not function itself. Whether it is function itself, no. So the sensor, it is a part of one larger system. We will discuss that system. So it is a part of larger system. That means that system, it will include a number of sensor, right? So that we can call a sensor, it is a part of system. Okay, now see, that system, it will include a different type of equipment. जी काय system असेल, so this system, it will include a different types of equipment. Like it will include some of the detector, it will include some of the signal conditioning equipment. Okay, along with that sensor, which part it will be included in that large system I am telling. So it will include a detector, it will include a signal conditioner, it will include some data processing unit, it will include some data recording unit, right? No, then your whole system, that means a large control system, it will be what? And sensor, it is a part of that system. Getting? So sensor, it is a part of that system, and this system, it will include a number of equipment. Like it will include a signal conditioner. That means suppose there are low level signal is there, I want to convert this signal into an high level. So there is some signal conditioner is required depending upon signal obtained from the sensor. Again, my system, there is some microprocessor or it may be microcontroller is required. That means one computer unit is required, right? Then again, to work functioning or to perform that system very well, we require some other equipment like a multiplexer. That means one timing device, or it may be it will require some of the filter circuit. Okay, so this large system, it will include a number of equipment or it may be number of components. So sensor, it is also one part of that system. Just systems or those system who want to control, so sensor, it is a part of that system. Now the place of sensor, that means where the sensor it can be placed or the location of the sensor. Sensor, it may be there are again two type of location. So this location, it is nothing but intrinsic type of location and extrinsic type of location. What is meant by intrinsic? Consider any one of the system. I will give after that one example. Consider one system. So there are number of sensor it can be required to control that system. That means number of sensor, it is a part of that system. We are not considering only alone, because sensor, it will not functioning alone, right? It is a part of one large system or one complex system, right? See, there are two types of location. The sensor, it will be located in intrinsic and extrinsic. What is in my intrinsic? Marathi, meaning in Marathi? Intrinsic, it is nothing but internal, and extrinsic is nothing but external. That means, again, if the extrinsic location is there, that means the sensor, it will be sense the external position, right? It will sense or it will receive the signal from that stimulus, like a external state, or it may be a external parameter, or it may be a external condition. So this type of location, it is nothing but extrinsic location. And intrinsic location is nothing but the sensor, it will be used to perform internal system, that means to check the performance of internal system. So it is nothing but intrinsic. Meaning of that, extrinsic is nothing but the sensor which is used to sense the external parameter or the external quantity, right? And intrinsic sensor is nothing but to check our internal system functioning very well or not. It is nothing but intrinsic. So that means to check the condition of internal circuit, to check the condition of internal device, then to check the condition of any internal equipment, the sensor which is used to check the condition of internal system, it is nothing but intrinsic sensor. And extrinsic is nothing but the sensor which is used to receive a signal from external device, or it may be external stimulus. See, generally the sensor, it is a one part of complex, it is a part of one large system. It is part of one large system, and it will be comes along with a data acquisition system. That means there are number of equipment it can be required. So like there are data acquisition system, or generally we are using now SCADA system, supervisory data acquisition system. So this sensor, it will comes along with data acquisition system, right? Data acquisition system. Now see, we will understand by considering one block diagram. We are considering one large system. So this block diagram, it is nothing but it is the one block diagram of one large system. considering a data acquisition system, and we are using here a number of sensor, right? No, so this 1, 2, 3, 4 as well as 5, it is nothing but number of sensor it can be used in that large system. The large system मध्ये हे number of sensor काय केले use केले. So we are considering one block diagram of a data acquisition system and its control equipment, which equipment it can be required. Okay, so control equipment, all of you getting that means sensor and system difference. Sensor, it will not function alone or itself, it is a part of large system. That means any performance or for any automation system there are number of sensor it can be required, and this sensor it will becomes along with one system, that is large system. So this system it will be include a number of equipment, that means for storage there is a data storage, for recording purpose there is a data recorder, right? That means some signal processing purpose there is a signal processing unit is there. For analog to digital conversion there is analog to digital conversion unit is there. So again it is interface, some interfacing device is there. Okay, so if the signal it is in not in the appropriate format which is readable to the top our microcontroller, then we require some interface circuit. You know interfacing, that means interface circuit is required. If the output of that sensor it is not in the proper format, so we require some interface circuit. That means the large system it will include number of equipment. In that block diagram, not whole equipment it can be shown, but somewhat equipment it can be shown in that diagram. See, this is the block diagram. This is one of the block diagram of the data acquisition system and its control unit. Okay, see in that system or in that large system, this black shaped it is nothing but it is one object it will be shown, right? This is nothing but object it can be shown. Do you know that what is object? What is object? Object it may be in any form or it may be any kind of object, right? No, so object, or we can call it as a one stimuli, it is in the form of any kind. So this object it may be a one car, this object it may be a one human, or it may be animal, like any type of object. Or this object it may be a one liquid type object, it may be a gaseous type object, right? No, so that means we are considering one object. Okay, in that data acquisition system and its control unit we are considering one object. So object in the sense it is nothing but any type of or any kind of object. We are considering a car, or we are considering a spaceship. Okay, again whether it may be a living organism like animal or it may be human, again it may be a liquid type of object, or it may be a gas type of object, or it may be a solid type of object. So this is nothing but one object. Now there are some sensor it can be shown. So sensor 1, sensor 2 numbering is given. That means there are total 5 sensor it can be used, right? So that means to sense that object different property, we want to control anything, so that we are using a number of sensor. See, the sensor number 2, the sensor number 3 and the sensor number 4 are on the object, or it may be in the object. These sensor are directly attached with that object, or it may be on that object, right? No, sensor number 1, there is a some distance between object and that sensor, right? So this sensor number 1 it is called as non-contact type sensor. Whether there is a contact between sensor and object, So it is called as non-contact type sensor. All of you understood? But do you know that if the object and sensor, if there is a no contact, or if it is in contact, there is always a energy transformation, right? How it will be sensed, whether it may be in contact or it may be non-contact, there is some energy transmission. Yes. So that means there is a energy transmission from sensor to object also, as well as object to sensor also, right? No, energy transfer. So I think you know that. One example, that means one say snake, suppose in night time, and the torch you are using, at that situation, if the snake is not there, if there is a rope is there, but by mistakenly we consider it is a snake, what happened? The light which is followed on that means rope, there is some energy transfer. So this light, it will be received to our eyes, and we can at that instant we can say that it is a snake, right? No, so like that there is some energy transfer, energy transmission between sensor to object also, or it may be object to sensor also, right? Then and then only we receive and respond to that signal. No, त्यावेळेसच आपण रिसीव किंवा रिस्पॉन्ड करू शकतो ना, काहीतरी एनर्जी ट्रान्सफर होत असेल, right? So that means there is a energy transmission between the sensor to object as well as object to sensor. See, the sensor one, it is the non-contact type sensor. Sensor 2, 3 and sensor 4 are in contact with that object, right? Either this, suppose liquid material is there, and in that liquid material somewhat this sensor, it will be deeper to that liquid, that means in the object or it may be on the object, in the object and on the object. Consider the meaning. In the object, suppose liquid material, if we want to feed that sensor in that object, right? So it is nothing but in the object, on the object, that means on the surface of that object, depending upon that object. So do you know that object is nothing but whether it may be a any kind of material, solid state, liquid state, gas state, or it may be human, or it may be car, or it may be any kind of material. It is nothing but object. So we can call it as a stimulus also, that means stimuli. See, 1, it is nothing but non-contact type. 2, 3 and 4 are on that object, or it may be in that object. Okay, now these sensor 1, 2, 3, 4, these are used to sense the condition, to sense the parameter, to sense the quantity of that object, right? No, so this sensor, it is called as extrinsic type of sensor, right? No, it is called as extrinsic type of sensor. Extrinsic type, all of you understood. This is used as an input, or it is used as an input side of large system. Another simple definition, extrinsic type of sensor is nothing but this sensor, it can be used as an input of that large system, right? Then an input at large system is nothing but it is nearer to that object. Barabar na? Okay, so it is nearer to that object. It may be on that object, in that object, or somewhat distance between that. So non-contact type, contact type sensor. Now see, the sensor number 5, it is used to check the internal condition of that system, right? See the difference between all the sensor. There are 5 sensor it can be used. This 4 sensor, it is extrinsic type of sensor, which is used to sense the condition, which is used to sense the parameter, which is used to sense the property of that object or stimulus. And the sensor 5, this one sensor, it is used to check the condition of that own system. जी सिस्टीम आहे त्या सिस्टीमची कंडिशन चेक करण्यासाठी यूज करतो. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट दिस इज द इंट्रिन्सिक टाइप ऑफ सेन्सर. गेटिंग डिफरन्स बिटवीन एक्सट्रिन्सिक अँड इंट्रिन्सिक, गेटिंग ना. सो इंट्रिन्सिक म्हणजे जे सिस्टीम आहे ती सिस्टीमची कंडिशन चेक करायची, वेदर द सिस्टीम इज परफॉर्मिंग व्हेरी वेल, whether the system functioning is very well or not. So for checking that condition we are using the sensor. So this is nothing but intrinsic type of sensor. Extrinsic, it is nothing but it is input to the top large system, that means it is nearer to the top object. It will sense the external behavior or it may be external property of that material, right? So that means it is the extrinsic type of sensor. Okay, so see, in that large system we are considering one data acquisition system and its control equipment, and we are using a multiple sensor. So there are 5 sensor it can be used. In that, these 2, 3 and 4, these sensor are on the object or it may be in the object. Sensor 1, it is the not in touch with object, that means there is a non-contact type sensor. And the sensor 5, it is nothing but it is an internal checking purpose use, that means it is the intrinsic sensor, right? Always there is some energy transfer between sensors to object. Sensor to object, there is a energy transfer, that means energy transfer from sensor to object also, as well as object to sensor also. There is energy transfer, and then that signal it can be sensed by that sensor. Okay, now so all of you getting this part, object and sensor. Now see, suppose output obtained from sensor number 1, it is not in the proper format, which is readable to that of our control circuit or it may be our control devices, right? No, so that there is some interfacing circuit it can be required, right? So interfacing circuit, that means for sensor 1, for sensor 1, sensor 3, there is a interfacing circuit it can be used. That means the output obtained after sensing, it is not in the proper format. So to do that output which is in the readable format of our controlling equipment, so we require some interfacing circuitry, so that the sensor 1 and sensor 3, there are some interfacing circuit it can be required. Okay, now see, the sensor 2, sensor 4 and sensor 5, there is a no interfacing circuit it can be used. That means the output obtained by that sensor, which is in the proper format, which is readable to that of our circuitry or it may be our control equipment. Control equipment la काय आहे ते readable form मध्ये आहे, that means it is in the proper format. We not required interface circuit, so it is directly faced to that of multiplexer. So that means there is one multiplexer it can be used. What is the function of multiplexer? Now what is the mux and demux? Multiplexer and demultiplexer. Multiplexer and demultiplexer. You have already studied in the analog to digital circuit, ADC मध्ये झालेले आहे तुम्हाला. I think you have also performed the practical. Multiplexer, we can call it as a mux. Can anyone online? Multiplexer, demultiplexer. Don't know. Okay. Multiplexer, it is nothing but device. So on the input side of that device, we are able to connect the multiple input, and it will provide output only one. So the multiplexer, it is like as a one type of switch, or it may be it is like as a one type of gate, right? No, that means we are able to connect the multiple input to that of multiplexer, but output obtained from the multiplexer, it is nothing but only one. So it is nothing but multiplexer, and demultiplexer, it is opposite to that. Demultiplexer, it is nothing but opposite to that. That means if we provide a single input, it will give the multiple output, right? No, I think you have performed the practical on the kit, analog to digital circuit, ADIC, na? Analog to digital integrated circuit. In the second year, you have performed the practical of the same also. Okay, so multiplexer, that means we are able to connect the multiple input, and the output obtained from that, it is nothing but only one. So see, the multiplexer, function of multiplexer, it will be like as a one switch, electric switch, or it will be like as a one type of gate. It will receive a signal from different types of sensor, or it will receive a output from different sensor, and it will provide a output to the computer, or it may be to the microcontroller once at a time. Getting what is the function? Multiplexer, it is nothing but one type of switch, or it may be it is like as a gate. There are number of input are connected. That means we are using a number of sensor, right? So output obtained from the sensor, which is connected to that of multiplexer, and multiplexer, it will gives output to that of computer only one at a time. That means signal are obtained from multiple sensor, it can be fed to that of multiplexer, and multiplexer, it will provide a input to that of computer la input, or microcontroller input there only once at a time, right? No, that means the processing, it will be done on that output obtained from the multiplexer once at a time. That means suppose same sensor, it will be give a output to that of multiplexer la sensor output apan काय केले provide केले. That means 5 sensor, it will be as a input to that of multiplexer, but multiplexer, it will provide a single output, and which is fed to that of microcontroller. That means a processing unit, or it may be microcontroller, or it may be computer device, right? So computer device, what it will be do? It will receive the signal obtained from multiplexer, okay, and only one signal obtained at a time. Suppose this sensor, it will be gives one signal. At the same time, this sensor, it will be give signal. At the same time, this sensor, it will be give signal. But again, there is some sequential device, sequential circuit. You don't know? You know sequential? At that sequence, it will provide a output, multiplexer. So suppose sensor 1 gives output to that of multiplexer firstly. So sequential unit is there, or it is work on the priority basis, right? No, it is work on the priority, which signal gives high priority, right? No. So suppose consider our mobile. In our mobile, we are doing different functioning, right? No, but priority of signal is there. Can anyone know which application gives higher priority? Suppose we are just doing and downloading. Suppose we are doing at the same time, we are doing downloading, we are doing uploading, we are doing chatting at the same time. Okay, so and at the same time, suppose call is also come. Which signal giving an higher priority? कोणत्याला असते हायर प्रायोरिटी? कॉलिंगला ना. So that means real time signal, we can call it as a real time signal, right? No, so that means it is having an higher priority. Like that, there is a which priority or which signal, it should be a higher priority. Depending upon that, it will give output, and this output it is fed to the computer ला काय केलं जाईल? Fed केलं जाईल. Now see, if the output obtained from the sensor it is in the form of analog, then do you know that the computer it will read, or microcontroller it will read only digital value, right? No, it will read only 1 or 0. So that means if the output obtained from the sensor it is in the form of analog, so we need analog to digital converter. So that here it is analog to digital converter, it can be connected, right? Analog to digital converter, it can be connected. Some sensor it will be provide output, it is in the form of digital, so there is a no need to connect analog to digital converter. So this is directly fed to that of computer, right? No, so it is depends upon output of sensor. So output of sensor, whether it is in the form of analog, then we require analog to digital converter. If the output obtained from the sensor it is in the form of digital format, then it is directly fed to that of computer, right? No, so it is again depends upon sensor output, sensor condition, right? Similarly, interface circuit it can be used when the output it is in the not proper in the format. If it is proper format, then there is a no required interface circuit. Okay, there is a no requirement of interface circuit, right? Now see, this multiplexer output, that is mux output, it can be provided to analog to digital converter to convert it into analog format to digital format, and the computer it will reads that digital quantity, whether the output it is in the form of 0 or output in the form of 1, right? So we know already our computer or the microcontroller it will reads only that quantity, that is 0 or 1, right? Now see, again comes here, there are sensor 1, sensor 2 and sensor 3, also the sensor 5. These 4 sensor, it is nothing but it is called as passive sensor. It is nothing but it is called as passive sensor. That means sensor 1, sensor 2, sensor 3 and sensor 5, it is called as passive sensor. Okay, and the sensor 4, it is nothing but it is called as active sensor, right? So that means why it is called as active sensor? See, to enable that sensor or to start that sensor, enable is nothing but just operating or just starting receiving signal, that means we are enabling that sensor. So to enable the sensor we required extra voltage applying, or it may be extra source. So this is nothing but one excitation circuit it can be required. So here shown, to enable the sensor number 4 we required one of the excitation circuit, so that those sensor, to enable that sensor, if required some source, that means some excitation or the some excitation circuit, this type of sensor it is called as active sensor. And the passive sensor which do not require excitation circuit, right? So for example, in case of active sensor, suppose we are considering one example, that is one thermistor, that is temperature sensitive resistor, that is thermistor. Okay, so do you know that to enable that temperature sensitive resistor we required some extra source, like we required some current source, त्याच्यामधून current flows आला तरच ते enable होईल ना, right? That means we required one external circuitry or the extra excitation circuit, like some external source, voltage source, or it may be current source. So this sensor it is called as active sensor. Okay, active sensor. And other sensor, it is nothing but passive. It will not require to enable the operation of that sensor. It will not require a excitation circuit or extra source. So these types of sensor, it is nothing but passive sensor. This is nothing but non-contact type. So for example, anyone can tell non-contact type sensor. Example. Non-contact type sensor. So suppose we want to detect the radiation, whether there is a contact with radiation. So it is nothing but non-contact type sensor. It is nothing but radiation detector. Or another one example is nothing but the TV camera. It is also one example of non-contact type sensor. Okay, so this is non-contact type excitation sensor. That means which enable, for enabling that sensor we require a excitation, and all other are 1, 2, 3 and 5 are passive sensor, right? So all of you understood. From that same diagram we are seeing different types of sensor like non-contact type, active, passive. So that means the classification also we will understand by seeing that figure also, right? So again, this is extrinsic and intrinsic type of sensor. Now we will come up to analog to digital converter. Now see, this analog to digital converter, this will convert the analog quantity into digital quantity. It is depends upon output of the sensor. If the output of the sensor it is in the form of analog, it needs to convert to digital. If the output of the sensor it is in the form of digital, it is directly fed to the top controlling device like microcontroller or computer. Now the computer some done the process on that signal, जे काही सिग्नल ऑब्टेन होतील एनालॉग टू डिजिटल कडून किंवा डायरेक्ट डिजिटल, म्हणजे एखादा सेन्सर 0 एनेबल करेल, राइट, आउटपुट घेईल 0, और एखादा सेन्सर 1, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन सेन्सर used for which application, right? Now see, this computer works on that output obtained from that multiplexer. मल्टीप्लेक्सरच्या आउटपुट वरती कम्प्युटर काय करेल, वर्क्स करेल, and it will gives some signal to that of actuator, and actuator again it will be act to that of object, and at the same time that computer or the microcontroller it will be gives that signal to the peripheral device, right? No, peripheral device. So the peripheral device, it is nothing but some alarm system. Peripheral device is nothing but display, right? Peripheral device is nothing but some type of indication, right? No, and at the same time it will give the some indication by using some peripheral device, and at the same time it will send signal to the top actuator to work on the object, right? Work on the object. So this is the overall explanation related to that block diagram. I think you people not understood what I am telling, but if I given one example, you better understood, right? No, so for that purpose we will give